At the height of World War II, a strange and unbelievable chapter of war unfolds in a quiet Italian town. Rumors spread quickly, Italian soldiers have surrendered. But the American army doesn't trust rumors in wartime. Armed and alert, American troops cautiously move toward the town, expecting traps at every corner. Streets are empty, houses are silent, no resistance, no gunfire. This silence makes them even more nervous. They advance slowly, covering each other step by step. Then suddenly, something absurd happens. The soldiers reach a football field. Thinking it's clear, the Americans casually kick the football lying there. That single kick changes everything. Out of nowhere, thousands of Italian civilians erupt in rage. The football match was sacred, the festival was sacred, and the Americans had ruined it. Within minutes, American soldiers find themselves surrounded, not by weapons, but by angry Italians. Surprisingly, the Italian officers remain calm, smiling. They politely ask the American commander a shocking question. Do you want to surrender to Italy? The Americans are stunned. Surrender to Italy. Of course, the American commander refuses. This is war, not a joke. The Italian officer nods, then announces something even crazier. Tonight is our festival. Tomorrow, after the celebration, we will officially surrender and leave the town. The Americans refuse again. War does not wait for festivals. Offended, the Italians begin their own version of resistance, not with bullets but with mockery. They sit down, relax, laugh, and refuse to cooperate. With no clear enemy to fight, the Americans have no choice. That night, the festival happens anyway. Wine flows freely, music fills the streets, beautiful women dance under lantern lights. The American soldiers, exhausted and confused, slowly let their guard down. By midnight, discipline collapses. It's not a battlefield anymore, it's a celebration. By morning, the entire American unit is drunk, distracted, and defeated without a single shot fired. Ironically, in a friendly bet, the Americans win first place. But in reality, they lose everything. As dawn breaks, soldiers sleep everywhere, streets, houses, stairways. The town looks peaceful, almost unreal. But then chaos returns. An Italian officer suddenly remembers the surrender agreement. Before anything can be organized, a violent scuffle breaks out near Red Rock, a key location in town. Soldiers argue, tempers explode, fights begin. The scene becomes uncontrollable. At that exact moment, fate intervenes. An American reconnaissance plane flies overhead and photographs the chaos. The image reaches an American general. He is furious. He believes his troops are being too soft. He orders them to use real force. Gunfire erupts, but nothing goes as expected. American soldiers fire and immediately get shot by Italians in return. They drop their weapons, clutch their heads, and fall dramatically. They're not dead. They're acting. Some even crash into streetlight poles, spinning around in exaggerated poses. Women watching from balconies cheer loudly. Too cool. A whistle blows. The judge of this strange battlefield orders soldiers to pretend to die properly for the cameras. Because reporters are watching, the farce continues. Suddenly, another reconnaissance plane appears, this time German. The Germans see the images and misunderstand everything. To them, it looks like the bravest, fiercest battle ever fought. Shocked and impressed, German commanders immediately order armored forces to capture the town. Meanwhile, Americans and Italians are drinking wine together, calmly discussing surrender terms. Then disaster. German tanks roll in. The town is occupied instantly. Americans and Italians are captured together and imprisoned in a battalion camp. The German order is clear. All prisoners will be executed tomorrow. But beneath the camp lies an ancient tomb. Using stolen explosives, the prisoners detonate the ground beneath the tanks. The armored vehicles collapse into the tomb. Guards are subdued. Prisoners are freed. Before dawn, the Americans disguise themselves in German uniforms, kidnap an officer, and trigger the alarm. As German soldiers assemble, the Americans open fire, for real this time. The town is retaken. Once again, Italian officers approach politely. We are ready to surrender. But this time, everyone knows one thing. Before any surrender, there will always be one last frenzy.